And it's kind of been that balance, throughout the years. I think it still is that balance. I think that,
it is.
These days, if you, get a bug in you, you know what I'm saying, about anything, that's something that I've noticed about you, just period, with life. If you get a burden on you about anything, you're going to stay at it until it's done.
Yeah.
And sometimes that means 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, if
you allow it.
If we allow it. You know what I'm saying? But I will also say that I've kind of felt like, because we have perfected the balance.
Yeah.
Say perfected for a
lack of better
words. But because we have, been able to develop this a much healthier balance, when you get that bug in your back, I will give you, I'm saying not battery in the back, a bug in the back, because it's like the thing is bothering him until he gets it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when he does that, I am okay with giving you that leeway for a few days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get it done, because I know that once you get it out the way, we can get back to our balance.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, we, it always, I guess we always had these come to Jesus conviction, like, hold on, okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then there have been times where you were like, okay, baby, you need to come on back to real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would say this, I was just thinking about when we was on Beekman Street and we first got together, and you would be talking about you in there with your girlfriend. And I'd be like, girl, you met me as a producer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, it was like, man, look, when we got married, I was a producer. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because when we on Beekman, we had that third bedroom, right?
Yeah.
Was that your space? That's what I've been trying to picture. Yep. What was the space there? Space. Yeah, we had that third bedroom.
We had that third bedroom. And then, and that's, I think out of all of the hardest time, all of the bump ins and the run ins, it was there because we was freshly newly married.
Yeah.
And,
I think the Vista was the worst.
You think so?
Yes, because the Vistas was when I was about to take the drum.
Oh, no.
That was it out of the house.
No, that was the Blue House.
No, that was the Vistas.
Girl.
I remember.
Oh, Lord.
That was the Vistas.
Ooh, Lord. Lord. Yeah, she was about to throw my machines away.
She was doing the most.
And I said, man, oh, Lord.
It was like, oh, you really going far. And that's when I realized how much he actually loved. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Thank God for grace and mercy.
I'm glad, though, because I'm glad that, I wasn't able to go far with that. I think I would have felt really, really horrible, if I would have actually broken up any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because, sometimes you get into these places in these emotional spaces where you don't think about what's really important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I would have to say that that's always been important to me, that you're able to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know that regardless of all the jobs that you had, everything that you had to do to pay rent, this is what you was made to do. And I'm like, for me, I love seeing you in the space of doing what you're made to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you got to work. You know what I'm saying? I know you have to do other things to take care of the house, and I appreciate that and everything. But, I like seeing you in that space. Yeah.
And you always have. One thing about my wife, and I don't say this lightly at all, but she is my biggest fan. She believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't even think that I had the ability to really go far as a Christian hip hop music producer. And you know, I'm thinking about, you know, how I started out in the beginning, but then how, you know, when we as we continue to grow, you know, she would just be pushing me and stuff. I definitely wouldn't have, you know, even did no out of town trips if my wife wouldn't have been like, hey, you need to go make this trip. Especially once I started to really start to get some traction, you know, I would go out to, so they would have different events, the Dove Awards and the GMAs and stuff, and, you know, in Nashville, and big events in Florida, Flavor Fest, and, you know, but I wasn't necessarily pushing her like, I need to go. No, she would be the one, hey, no, you need to make that trip. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because what it would be like is like if you wanted to go, if you had to weigh that between, I need to work and I need to pay these bills and I need to make sure y'all straight, then that's going to go on the back burner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like kind of like it's almost my job to be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You got to do this, you know what I'm saying? Because I think we do that a lot, you know what I'm saying? We can get so focused on just the everyday stuff.
Yeah.
And we never understand the importance of investing in what we actually want our life to end up at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you want to end at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you want to end at such and such pharmacy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that where we ending at? That's not where we ending.
Yeah. Am I going to retire?
Is that where you going to...
As a driver?
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. So, and that's why I'm like, and I think you need to get back to it.
Yeah.
I think that you need to get back to it. I think that you need to get back to, you know, doing more connecting, doing more traveling.
Yeah.
You know, just going where you need to go to make music happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I agree. Especially in the space that we're in now. Our kids are, you know, our kids are grown. Well, we still got bubs.
We got one more year of Christian school tuition.
Shabaka.
Hey, bye-bye. Thank you.
He'll be 17 in about 2 weeks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, all of our kids are grown, and he's a young man. You know, so we in a space where, you know, our family, only person that's demanding on me, if I can say that, is my wife, and we demanding for one another. So, and, you know, you know, we in a space where, you know, she needs to go somewhere, okay, fine. You go ahead and go. You know what I'm saying? And we just in a different season too, where it's not, you know, we still got bills and stuff, but we just in a better place. Glory be to God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to maneuver and do some things. But
I think that comes with life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, and I guess even for any of those producers and wives who still have kids that they're raising, you know, don't forget that life is going to happen. So eventually those kids are going to get grown and they're going to be less responsibility, and you'll be able to do even more. You know what I'm saying? Do as much as you can with them, you know, because I think it's important for our kids to see us pursuing what we call to do. While they're growing up. It's important for them to see that as well. But, you know, life happens, and it's not going to always be as tight. And, you know, but and you'll be able to do more.
And I think our kids have seen us, you know, pursue. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you know, even for me as a producer, you know, and not just as me, but my wife had an album, her album Let Go, which is on all digital platforms right now. That album did well. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, how can I say this without, you know, trying to be not being prideful? We have been able to establish ourselves as musicians in the space where when we go places, people know us and stuff. Our kids have seen that. Our son is reaping the benefits of that. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you know what I'm saying? Myron, he you know, contrary to his belief, you know what I'm saying? He's reaping the benefits of where he is transitioning and making connections and stuff. So I do think we have did a job of seeing our kids. I think our kids have also seen where we sacrificed, you know what I'm saying, and then do things too. So I had the thought. Come on, bring that thought back to me, Lord. What was the question? I was just about to ask you something. Oh my gosh. I forgot.
I got a story to tell.
Okay, go ahead and tell your story. I'm going to think about it.
Because I was just thinking about, just like seeing you, when I was talking about seeing you in that space, you know, doing what I know you love. This morning we were in church, and usually before church, before we start the worship, they'll have a worship video playing. And so we were standing over in a corner of the praise team, and we're praying in the spirit and just trying to get ourselves ready to go up. But from where we're standing like right, across from the sound booth. So I got where I'm standing, I got a direct sight of, my husband while he's in the sound booth. And so they're playing this worship song, and I believe it was Travis Green, right? And so, I kind of tease my husband sometimes, because you ain't gonna really see him bucking too much on the worship music.
No, that's
what
cold.
I'm saying? It's like, he gonna throw his hand up a little bit, acknowledge God and stuff like that. And even when he has his time, he does worship. But it's not like, if that's his choice, he's not putting it on. Yeah. But anyway, there was this video, I believe it was Travis Green, but on a certain part of the song, the guy sings on a talk box.
On a vocoder.
Whatever you call it.
Oh my gosh.
I tell you, I sat there the whole time and watched you smile.
Really?
With delight.
Man.
I said, boy, I wish I had a camera, because it was like that just lit up your morning.
Girl, it did something to my heart. Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie.
So shout out to Travis Green and whatever song. I cannot remember the name of that song on that album, but that album is really.
I got to ask Christine.
I don't know if that was Travis Green or was that.
That was somebody. It wasn't Travis Green.
That was your boy who sang. Ty Gilbert.
Ty Gilbert.
I think that was Ty Gilbert.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was Ty Gilbert. But anyway, we'll find out what the song was.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I just thought that was so creative. You know what I'm saying? That this at this part of the particular song, this brother was singing worship with this vocoder, and it just did something to my heart, man. I was like, oh my God, this sounds so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And to
the normal person, I'm not the normal person, but to somebody else who's listening to it, all we hear is, man,
I was...
And he's like, he was so delighted. And I was like, well, I wish I had my camera, because I would have took a picture of you.
I think it was just that that they was using a vocoder in praise and worship at the part of that song, and this brother he was playing it, y'all. I'm telling you, I was just so in awe. Yeah. I could literally take that piece of the song out and just make a loop of it and just play it over and over. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a loop of that part, because I was just outdone.
Yeah.
Man, so we. I still can't remember my thought, but I'm gonna come back to it. Well, let's move on. So now that we on this journey of getting it going and moving on and stuff, I want to talk about when we went to Beaufort. I was about Preston and Keisha. I think that was that's a long time, but that was like one of those pivotal moments in our lives too. And that was probably the first trip that you said, hey, we need to make that, because Preston and them had put that event together with Cross Movement, and that's when I got a chance to meet a lot of the Cross Movement artists. I met JR, I met Flame, I gave all them dudes BCDs, and they was like, I'm gonna check them out, blah blah blah. And I think too, when we went there, I think the experience. Well, shout out to my homeboy Preston, man, Preston Thompson and his wife Keisha. Preston, he said, man, I think you need to come out here, bro. You need to come out here. And me and Preston, we met via MySpace because we started making music and stuff together, and we just built a good friendship. Right. And he was like, "Man, you need to come out here. This is a good opportunity." And when I told you